So we're going to look at 3 different shapes that we have to find the volume of. All of our volume formulas in the 8th grade involve things with circles. So the first thing we're going to look at is a cylinder. You will notice that a cylinder has two circular bases, and they're connected. It's like a can, right? So this is similar to a prism that you found the volume of last year in 7th grade, except the base is a circle. So last year you did the volume of a base was length times width times height. Or you might have said that the volume was the area of the base times the height. Well, the base is a circle. Do you remember the area formula for circle? It is pi r squared, so that's the area of this circle, that's the area of the base, times the height of the figure. Notice that the formula uses the radius, so we need the radius of each circle, and we need the height. We need 2 things, the radius, the height. We know that pi is approximately 3.14, okay? So we look over here, we need the radius. The radius is halfway across the circle from the center to the edge. So here it's a good idea every time to identify the radius. The radius is 2. You're going to write the formula every time, pi r squared h. Then you're going to plug in 3.14 times, the radius is 2, so this is 2 squared, times the height. Now this cylinder is laying on its side, but the height connects the 2 bases, so the height is 4. At this point, it just becomes a calculator problem, okay? Remember, your order of operations, we have to do exponents first. So this is 3.14 times 2 squared, which is 2 times 2, which is 4, times 4. Now, we can do this all in our calculator. 3.14 times 4 times 4, and I get 50.24. But the instructions, if you'll notice up here, say to round to the nearest 10th. So the 10th place, this would be 50.2, and this is volume. So this is feet cubed, okay? Volume is measured in cubic units. So 50.2 feet cubed. All right, the next one. Remember, we want the radius every time. The radius is from the center to the edge. Notice this time they give us the diameter of the cylinder. They give us all the way across. So if all the way across is 42, what's the radius of this cylinder? 42 divided by 2 is what? 21, right? The diameter on this one is 42, and 42 divided by 2 is 21. That's how we got that, okay? So we're going to write the formula every time. We're going to plug in, or substitute, I should say. 3.14 times 21 squared times, what's the height of this cylinder? The height is 36. So we do the exponent first, 3.14, 21 squared. This is going to be a big number. 21 times 21 is 441 times 36. Now I'm going to go all the way across, 3.14 times 441 times 36. This is a big old cylinder. Did I do that right? Let me try that again. 3.14 times 441 times 36. It is 49,850.64. So if I round to the nearest tenths, I'm going to get 49,850.6 centimeters cubed. Okay? So, cubic units for volume, round to the nearest tenth. All right, this next one, read the instructions. It's a little bit different. It says, find the volume of each cylinder and leave your answer in terms of pi. That means to leave pi in your answer. They're actually giving us a break. We're not going to have to multiply by 3.14. It's actually more accurate. When we say pi is 3.14, we've rounded, right? We've cut it off. If we leave that as pi, we're leaving it as a more accurate answer. We haven't rounded anything. Remember, pi is irrational. It never ends. It never repeats. We get to stop a little bit sooner. Okay, so we look at this first cylinder. The radius is 4. Always identify the radius. Write your formula. Volume equals pi r squared h. Then we're going to leave pi this time. We're not going to multiply by 3.14. Times 4 squared times the height of this cylinder is 6. So we get pi times 4 squared, that's 4 times 4, which is 16, times 6. Now here's how we write this. We're going to do the 16 times 6, and we get 96, and then we write the pi at the end, 96 pi. That means 96 times pi. We could work it out, get a rounded answer, but we're going to leave it in terms of pi. Our units are meters cubed. Okay? Next one. What have they given me here? The radius or the diameter? They went all the way across at 7. So we're going to go halfway across. So 7 divided by 2, we're going to say the radius is 3.5. We're going to write the formula. We're going to say pi times 3.5 squared times the height is 16. We're going to leave pi this time. 3.5 times 3.5 is 12.25. I shouldn't have written an equal sign there. That should have been a multiplication sign. 12.25 times 16. So I'm going to multiply that by 16, and I get 196 pi. We're leaving pi in the answer. We're not going to multiply by 3.14. My units, inches cubed. So that's how you find the volume of a cylinder.